Hi Pisces, this is your December 2020 tarot forecast. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If your Pisces is, Venus is in Pisces rather, you can treat this as a love or romance reading. Otherwise, this is a general reading for your sign, Pisces. All right, so also congratulations, you made it through 2020. Yay. What a wild ride. So congratulations. Here we are. We're about to slide into 2021. I'm personally looking forward to it. I hope you are too. All right, guys, so what do you need to know for the month of December? Messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2020. December 2020, messages for Pisces. All right. So Celtic Cross reading for you. First section over here is going to be the first 2 weeks. Last row, last 2 weeks. All right. All right, Pisces. So what I can see already are definitely what are going to feel like significant challenges. I think they're going to be here and gone, but they may feel significant. And it may come suddenly. Something may need to be removed from your life that just wasn't sturdy, or needed more work, needed more time, needed more effort. Could have to do with an Aquarius. It could have to do with the Sagittarius. There's Leo energy. And then there's Mars energy here. Yeah, so let's look at the bottom of the deck energy and then I'll slide into the cards. So we do have a soulmate situation or a deep, heartfelt connection. This can be friendship, obviously. But this can be, obviously this is a deep connection. Whoever this is with for you. Could be a family member, it could be a loved one, co-worker, platonic friend. But, typically what this is speaking to, it's the minor version of the Lover's card, and then it's the grown-up version of the Six of Cups, is the way I look at it. So this is sort of like, this is a choice, right? This is a choice to be in this connection. This is a decision to be in this connection, to accept this, to acknowledge this. And we do have, some emotional connection here and emotional fulfillment. Someone is able to see eye to eye with you, or you're able to see eye to eye with them. And I do consider this to be blessed as well. Like I said, it's not necessarily the Lover's card where it's like fated, something bigger than you necessarily, but I do think this is a big deal. I think with that, sort of angelic character there is a sense of, this is very deep. For whatever that's worth, it's very deep. Excuse me. And then in the situation is the King of Swords. He's quite cold, severe, but he will tell you the truth. He's also in charge of a lot of information, scientific data, facts, evidence. This could be legal or institutional truth or prowess. It could be knowledge for the sake of knowledge as well, cutting through indecisiveness. This is very decisive energy. But yeah, he's going to be, or this energy is going to be accused of being cold because he's had to make a chop. And then we have the Two of Wands here. And of course, Two of Wands is speaking to partnerships and partnership anxiety. So this could be where this is really spending a lot of time here is within a partnership for you. Whether you're Pisces, Venus or not, right? Even as a general reading, this is about partnerships in general. This could have to do with the law, could have to do with science or institutions having to do with governance, having to do with education, having to do with anything draftsmanship, anything clinical, anything that has to do with math and science, anything that's fixed, anything that once you do it, it's gonna last forever. So numbers are gonna be very, very important here, obviously, right? So yeah, building codes, government itself is indicated here as well. But there's a severity and there's a coldness. And it's air, right? So the King of Swords is air. It's Aquarius energy. So this is going to touch the community, or it's going to be felt within the community. So it is interesting to have it paired here or to be challenged by this partnership anxiety card. And it could be that you feel on some level that your partnership with this environment, you have questions about this. Excuse me. The partnership with this government, the partnership with this person or energy, which is severe and cold but extremely knowledgeable, possibly even powerful, okay, like mental prowess. But it's like, do you see eye to eye? Are you going in this direction with this other person? If this is a partnership with an Aquarius, I would say that this person is going to be better in groups than they are within a close one-on-one partnership or relationship. And it could be part and parcel if that's the case for you, Pisces. It could be part and parcel of what's leading to this sense of, you know, feeling like a little bit of self-entrapment here, maybe not getting what you need mentally or intellectually, or even in a communicative sense from this person, as something could feel like it's an uphill battle here for you as well around this situation. You could be looking for a job or some sort of direction within this environment as well. You could be looking for direction within some sense of authority, okay? And not really knowing what to do with this sense of authority or with this authoritative figure or institution or environment. So in some way or another, this person or environment or energy lends to a sense of unease or anxiety a little bit about next steps. I know that you're close to Aquarius on the wheel, on the astrology wheel, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius individual, him or herself. This could be in your own chart. You could have strong Aquarius in your own chart here, and it's about, you know, how do you use this energy to your benefit? Very possibly within a partnership or around a connection, a strong connection here. There's definitely a severity, a sense of severity to it, but like I said, that severity does come with a sense of you know, facts and truth and evidence and cutting out all the garbage, cutting out the excess. So in fact, this can be really positive if that's the case and you're looking for direction and you want to avoid partnership anxiety. It could be through this Aquarius energy that you do it, right? Or this, you know, King of Swords energy that you do it, which is what's best for the group, what's best for the whole here. You know, can the majority benefit here? And then making tough decisions could be part of that energy as well. So here at the foundation is the Tower, and then of course we have crowning you is the Nine of Wands. These are not easy energies. The Tower is useful because it tears away something that wasn't built to last. It wasn't built on solid ground. This could be anything from information to lifestyle to a relationship, okay? But the Tower doesn't kind of let you think about it and let you come to terms with it and, you know, understand how to say goodbye, kind of like the Death card. The Death card, you sort of see it coming. You know, something's maybe been ill for a little while. The Tower is just like, oh yeah, by the way, it's gone. So in that sense, and it's Mars energy, right? So it's quite dramatic. And it can even be, I'm going to use the word violent, but it doesn't have to be violent. It could just feel like something was violently removed, or that the, hopefully if it was a violent situation, hopefully the violent situation has been removed. But like I said, it is, you know, mirrored here with the Nine of Wands. So this is wounded soldier energy. So something like a rug or some sort of lifestyle or belief system, or it could even be work or efforts, something that you'd put a lot of effort, work, time, and energy into protecting, defending, even being excited about here is sort of like, oof, right? Removed like a rug from underneath you. Now, like I said, the only caveat that's super positive about this is that whatever that was that's removed wasn't on solid ground anyway. So that's a relationship to a job to anything in between. It wasn't on solid ground, and it could just be a change. It doesn't mean that the whole thing has to be thrown out. It could just mean something around this, or even a direction. It could be the direction you thought you were going in. Remember, you want this, and you know, in an awesome twist of fate here, it is indicated over here. You want that One of Wands. You don't want the 2 in terms of anxiety unless you're with somebody else. You know, you want to feel that together and work through that together. What we want is this decisiveness, this direction that you're going in. So I do see you finding that here. And it could just be, like I said, it could be that you now see what needs to be done. If all effort was going into one direction, now you see what other direction it needs to go in. If it was going in 2 different directions, now you know. If one has fallen apart, or if one was taken from you or undone, or was so uphill you had to let it go, like that can actually be a good thing. Now you can focus. So I actually see this as a really positive thing for you, even if it lends a little bit of upset. I also see the Tower as an incredible form of enlightenment because, you know, of the electrical current here, the sudden change, the flash of brilliance, right? Back to this Aquarius energy, there's this flash of understanding and knowledge. Flash of knowledge here. So, and like, you know, there's always a price to knowledge, there's always a price to experience, but you can make it work for you. Here with your recent past, the Page of Cups, this could be a sweet offer of love or minor communication, whether this is desired or this has already occurred at the very end of November coming into December. But this was just a really sweet message of love. Excuse me, guys, my throat's all choppy today. But we see this sort of here in conjunction with the Two of Cups as the bottom of the deck energy. In terms of the recent past, it could have just been that you know, were having communication with somebody who you thought was your speed or your cup of tea, or able to offer you something really positive in a mature way, in a meaningful way here. But they might have been too young for you, or they might have been too immature, or it just didn't add up. It didn't measure up to what you needed. And this is maybe around the severity, like you're just going to decide, I'm going to free myself here. You're going to free yourself. Because this Eight of Swords in your near future is indicating, again, we do have a couple of more Swords energies here. So this Eight of Swords is really saying, I just don't want to face what I need to do. I don't want to face what it means. I don't want to face what I'm thinking. I don't want to face this conversation. It's hard not, by the time we get into, you know, the 3s, the 5s, the 8s, and the 9s, not the 10. The 10 of Swords is like, oof, that's rough. But, you know, the 3s, the 5s, the 8s and 9s of Swords, just beware of self-victimhood here, or slippery sloping into victimhood, or finding some solace in it. I would just, you know, beware of that. Don't let yourself slippery slope into that. Don't use self-pity as a crutch. Don't let anyone in your environment do it to you as well. Let's say you were the person who cut something off here or made a tough decision here. You know, don't let someone sort of use that message of, well, you told me this is what I thought was going on, and now you're going to go ahead and pull this rug from under me, or this sudden change, and now I don't know what to do about it. I don't even know what to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. Well, that's going to catch up with you, right? That's going to catch up with you, and it's going to immobilize you. You can see that she's just got herself all tied up to some sort of pillar there. Surrounded by swords, they're not even touching her, and she's got a blindfold on. There is a Two of Swords sense here, where the Two of Swords is really about a choice you need to make, you need clarity. The Eight of Swords is really about having the strength of character to face something head on. And 10 to 1, it's going to be your thoughts, beliefs, and ideas, and communication. So how you communicate, what you communicate. Like I said, this small communication around love, or this love interest, or even apology or proposal here, for some reason just didn't measure up. You didn't like it. It wasn't enough. It wasn't mature enough. And that could be all it is, Pisces. It could just be a minor letdown here. But I think with the Tower here, it's just kind of like, if you know exactly what this is, for example, and you're like, oh my God, it's right, you know, I knew this was going to happen. If you know exactly what the situation, Pisces, is, and this has happened before, either with the same person or not. If you're facing something again and it's like, oh man, again, I would say you need to be willing here to switch something up. You need to be willing to like overkill this. Make sure this is the last time it happens. Like, you be the one to put in that 10 of Swords. Like, just say, no, I won't go through this again. Be severe about it. Be willing to be severe about this decision is another way I'd put it as well. Whether it's a love situation or not. Okay? So here in the position of how you see yourself is the 5 of Swords. This is low self-esteem. This is defeat. Defeating someone, feeling defeated, being defeated conversationally, or defeated, winning at all costs. You could win something here, or something could feel like a temporary win, and the loss is going to be more profound. So arguments, disagreements, debates that go in circles. Communication for the sake of communication and learning and sharing ideas can and ought to be more powerful than the battle of opinions, or having to win an argument, or having to be right about something. So how you see yourself as someone who's probably a little bit opinionated and maybe even argumentative here, which is unusual, right, Pisces? Because you're so sensitive. And you're interested in getting along, and you're interested in humanity, and I think by and large, Pisces, you know, as a sign anyway, tends to avoid conflict here, but you might just be riled up. You might be fired up here. We do have, you know, how others see you is the King of Wands here. So you're fired up about something here. And I think you have every right to be fired. I'm not saying you don't have a right to do or feel these things. I'm just saying, you know, just beware of what it's getting you, is all I would say here. So, you know, and at the end of the day, if you want to win an argument, if you want someone to have low self-esteem, you know, if you think that's going to get you something, then by all means, it's how you see yourself. You're definitely going to be able to perform, okay? And it looks very likely that you will win. You'll come out the victor. And you'll be sitting on top, and people might even be looking up to you. And it could even be a hot and heated argument or debate. But you know what? If this is around a love or romance environment as well, it could be between two men. There could be an air sign. There could be a fire sign man. Leo and Aquarius, very specifically, opposites on the wheel. So these could be opposite personality types. If this is a love or romance reading for you, it could be that how you see yourself is that you are going to put this person to the test. And that is, wow, I really hope you can't hear that. My neighbor is pounding on the floor for some reason. Very interesting. That was so distracting. I'm so sorry, guys. In how others see you is the King of Wands. So yeah, very exciting energy. This could be a windfall as well. So someone who is really winning something, who's getting a lot for their efforts. So in the hopes and fears is a new direction, a brand new opportunity, a brand new direction. Sorry, my neighbor just cracks me up. Yeah, so the one. So this is self-directed effort. You get to do something. You get to present something. This is phallic energy as well. Obviously, very masculine energy here. So it could be, you know, in your hopes and fears, like getting a new love interest, a new exciting direction. And then with your outcome or advice card is the Sagittarius ruled temperance, right? So she's talking about the blending of two worlds, the middle path, accepting things the way they are, philosophy, taking a philosophical approach. The blending of two worlds. There is a sense of alchemy here as well. So I just want to see what's going on with this Eight of Swords in your near future. Why is the Eight of Swords in Pisces, near future for Pisces? What about the Eight of Swords in the near future for Pisces? And there's the Two of Swords, and I literally just brought her up earlier. So yeah, a decision. Clarity is necessary at this time. You're going to have to cut through something, your own ideas, beliefs, opinions. And tell me more about, whoa, just one card, please. Temperance. Why is temperance? All right. So your deep-seated feelings. Deep-seated feelings, Scorpio energy. It's also our third king here, guys. Deep-seated feelings. This is still waters run deep. This is withholding either affection or being unable or unwilling to share deep emotions, or being even unaware of how deep your emotions may be. And at the bottom of the deck, look at that, Queen of Cups. Cancer and Scorpio energy here. Let's look at the three kings quickly and then we'll get your oracles for you. Three of Kings, high status and honors granted. So, you know, be willing to go through some rough patches here to really come out the victor. I do see you coming out the victor of something, possibly your own design, something going on personally for you. A sense of love or connection could be at the root of it. So let's get out your oracles, guys, and we'll polish off your reading for you. Overall, I wouldn't say it's difficult for the whole month, but I do see the first 2 weeks for you to be somewhat challenging. I would get clear about what you're thinking around your feelings or how your feelings are affecting your thinking. Yeah, there's regeneration. That's a death card for me. Regeneration in the Wisdom of the Oracle is a death card for me. You know, this is what comes out of the ashes, right? And we are dealing with Tower. So you get to come back different. You get a new opportunity, but only when the old one is gone. We have answered prayer and then healing. I do think healing is going to be necessary here. Healing is definitely going to be necessary because there's a cutting away of something, for sure. I hope you see this as well, that they both have blindfolds on. So let's skip this victimhood, guys. It serves nobody and it does nothing and it sucks up time and it just makes us feel bad about ourselves. So, you know, be clear and be willing to be severe about a decision regarding a direction, a path, partnership, that type of thing. This is also unattractive. Like if you're trying to attract someone or if someone's trying to attract you, like not knowing what to do next is unattractive. So just make a decision. Pick a path, right? Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Regarding who you're dealing with here. And answered prayer and healing, we just looked at that very quickly. I would say be willing to accept something really positive. Stop looking at the negative. Stop saying it was all for naught. It wasn't. This was a battle. You're a wounded soldier here for good reason. You've got a lot of experience from this and you can use it in the future. You can use it to benefit you in the future. And then Mountain Lion, we have leadership, right? Leadership. So it may just be the first time in a long time that you need to put yourself first and you need to trust that you know the next steps to take. So Pisces, I really hope this was helpful for you. If you have a second, comment below. And I will see you in the next video for your sign. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Bye for now.